Good morning, everyone. My name is Veritas, and welcome back to Destiny. On today is Tuesday, reset day. That means all of your activities have been reset. New modifiers, new featured raid, new activities for you to go and loot once again if you're still hunting for some specific stuff. As always, let's start inside the Crucible. Iron Banner is now gone, deactivated for the month. Zone Control replaces your featured playlist this week. Have fun getting your treasure box from your first completion here. 10 legendary marks for your first 3 as well. Total of 30 in total there. 15 marks from each of your new weekly rotation playlists down here as well. Moving out to your director, we have the weekly story playlist. Modifiers here, small arms and exposure. Small arms increases the damage of your primary weapon while reducing the damage of your secondary and heavy weapon by 30%. And exposure means you have more shields, but they do not recharge. So lots of shields, they don't come back though. Enjoy that. First completion of this will give you a treasure box. The first 5 will give you 20 marks each, total of 100 there. Hunting for marks, this is the best place to do it. Siva Crisis Heroic Playlist has Arcburn, Brawler, and Ironclad. Arcburn means that arc damage from all sources is doubled. Brawler means that Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. And Ironclad means that more enemies have shields. First completion of this, treasure box there, and first 3, 10 marks each, total of 30 for your week. I always recommend putting on a chest piece that reduces a burn damage, so reduces incoming arc burn damage. This week will reduce the doubling to single damage, so you will be taking normal damage while dealing double damage. Always good there. The Nightfall strike this week is Undying Mind. Specialist, Juggler, Grounded, and Chaff. Specialist means your special weapon does bonus damage while your primary and heavy do reduce damage 30%, like I said before. Juggler means that no ammo drops for your currently equipped weapon. If you need special ammo, switch to your primary, etc. Grounded means you take more damage while in the air, and Chaff means you have no radar. So enjoy that. Skeleton Key on your first completion, unknown rewards there, exotics and things like that. So enjoy your Nightfall strike. Shouldn't be too bad. Just sit back and snipe him. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. The weekly featured raid this week, we finally made it to Old Russia. So we are now on Wrath of the Machine, rotation around again. Vostok and Axis challenge modes are active this week. Enjoy those 2 challenges. Raid set gear, unknown rewards, and Age of Triumph ornaments. 3 in total, 1 for each challenge and 1 for the raid completion. Have fun with the raid. Axis challenge mode and hard mode is probably the hardest thing in the game. With random teams, so enjoy that if you're taking on Axis and the Wrath of the Machine this week. Best of luck to those of you doing so. Moving to the Rufus week, head to the Vestian Outpost and talk to Petrovenge. She will have an assortment of bounties for you for Queens with reputation if you've done the appropriate quest lines to unlock them. While you're there, talk to Varix and get your Elder Sigil as well as some Prison of Elder bounties. Once you've done all of that, head back to the Director and head to the Challenge of the Elders. Challenge of Elders this week, Berserk, Catapult, and Precision Kill bonus are your modifiers here. Berserk means that enemies do not flinch even after massive damage. Catapult means your grenade ability comes back very quickly. And Precision Kill bonus means you get bonus points for your sigil getting precision kills. Legendary Engram is your reward here, as well as 30 marks over your first 3 completions there in total, so enjoy that if you're heading to the Challenge of the Elders this week. Next thing to do is head to the tower and go down and talk to Lord Shax. He will have 2 bounties for you. I believe they are for Clash and Rift this week. Grab those and complete them. Nightfall tier rewards coming from those 2 if you do complete them. While you're there, talk to Commander Zavala and get your 3 weekly Vanguard Elite bounties, the sunrise of which can drop the year 3 exotic sniper rifle, Icebreaker. Good luck on that. Once you've done everything there, let's head to Earth and go to the Iron Temple. The last few things we have to make sure of are down here in Felwinter Peak. I will see you in the Iron Temple in just a moment. Alright, here we are in Felwinter Peak. The first thing you're going to want to do is talk to Shiro 4. He has some very lucrative bounties and a quest line for you if you choose to do so. The quest line he has here is this corrupted land. It's called Plaguelander. Very lucrative quest line. We'll talk about that in a moment, but he has some bounties here that are always good to knock out every week. Crushing Blows, so using the Iron Battle Axe in the Plagueland, so good inside of the Archon's Forge. Public events inside the Plaguelands as well. Captain encounters and Vandal encounters inside the Forge as well. So all of these can be done inside the Archon's Forge. The Battle Axe counts, so do public events, and the 2 encounters all count inside of the Archon's Forge. So if you're going to do that, make sure you're heading to the Forge. Make sure you do the Nightfall first. The Nightfall buffs reputation gains and experience gains by 25%, making Shiro's bounties and questline incredibly lucrative for you to do. Plaguelander is Shiro's bounty, like I mentioned. This is for completing 15 patrols inside the Plaguelands. Of those, 5 need to be kills, 3 need to be assassination, and 3 need to be quarantine. Assassination is a fancy word for VIP, by the way. This will net you about 1,000 reputation for your vanguard, as well as half of that for your faction, a couple of legendary engrams, rather. And yeah, lots of reputation there. Do the Nightfall first. It buffs that incredibly. It makes it super, super lucrative. The next thing you're going to want to do is talk to Tyra Karn. She's the archivist up here in Felwinter Peak. She also has a questline for you called Artifacts of the Iron Lords. This questline can be completed alongside Shiro's quest. This is for killing things inside the Plaguelands. Essentially, just murder all of the splicers inside the Plaguelands. This will eventually complete itself if you are going through Archon's Forge, doing, encounters and things like that. Just killing things inside the Plaguelands will increase the percentage on that quest line. When you complete it, you get an Iron Lord Legacy. That is a token you can use to buy her artifacts that have special abilities. Memory of Temur, Radagast, and Galleon are available this week. A recommendation this week is to save your token for next week, since none of these are super impressive. I'm a little biased there. I always recommend picking up the Memory of Yolder when she's selling it. Stat rolls on these are in the upper right-hand corner, as always. So pick up the one you want if you want any of them. Memory of Galleon is kind of useful inside the Crucible, but, it comes down to personal choice and if your stat rolls really affect your decision that much. And now we have my favorite part of the weekly reset, opening up the treasure boxes from the featured things for the week. If you don't know, these boxes contain everything ever in a box, all the events throughout the years, and a couple new things. We're still looking for a chest piece and gauntlets, as well as the needle and thread, and maybe a couple ornaments. I don't remember exactly what we're missing. Let's go ahead and open these and see if we get anything fun and new. Hopefully we get some armor this week. There's the needle and thread. Fantastic. We're already starting off with something new, which means we're not going to get anything else new this week. That's how the boxes work, right? We got facepalm. That's what I'm doing right now, because I really want something. Something new would be fantastic. Can we get some armor? That would be great. Ooh, Carrion. I don't have that, actually. That's an ornament for the Hawkmoon. That's pretty dope, actually. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful to some degree. Best of luck on your treasure boxes this week. Enjoy your Wrath of the Machine raid. That's, it's difficult with random groups, but, best of luck to those of you seeking to complete Wrath of the Machine. That's going to be it for me, though, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more from me solo or co-op, go ahead and find links in the description to those playlists, Twitter and Twitch links as well, if you're curious to follow me on those sites. And other than that, that's going to be it for me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, until next time.